Ibig daw sabihin, ang clinic mo, pangalan nga ni Bato yung sa tabi, pero yung clinic mo is not Bato, a different person. Calls Comelec is lying. There is something alarming na nangyayari sa online voting ng ating mga OFWs ngayon. Siguro naman nakita nyo na ngayon sa social media kung saan meron tayong isang concerned citizen, isang OFW, kung saan yung resibo, yung QR code, yung ballot ID niya, ay merong ibang pangalan ng kandidato ang pinapakita kapag bini-verify niya kung sino yung binoto niya. At ayon sa kanya, hindi yun yung mga taong binoto niya. Nag-issue ng statement ang Comelec, and they are terrible liars. Pakinggan nyo.
Sila naman, sa kanila naman galing. And therefore, ibig sabihin, pinicture ng botante yung kanyang balota bago niya i-cast. So, pag pinindot mo na kasi yung cast, mawawala na yon. Bigla na lang papalit doon, ay yung sa QR code, mabe-verify mo ngayon. Pag pinundot mo yung QR code, yung sa QR code, lalabas ngayon yung mismong ballot ID at saka yung encrypted na script. So makikita po natin yon. Doon kasi sa script minsan may nakalagay na pangalan ng isang kandidato, minsan ganyan, pero hindi po nangangahulugan na yun ang binoto nila. Talaga pong ganun lang yon kasi yun po yung purpose ng encryption. Di po ba? So hindi po yun nangangahulugan na yun po yung binoto nila. Pero nando sa encrypted script, yung lahat po ng binoto nila. Later po, kapag ka na-translate na yon into human readable, makikita nila na yun pala talaga eksakto mga binoto.
Calls, grabe pinagloloko nila tayo ng tanghaling tapat. Tandaan nyo yung sinabi niya ha. Sabi niya, it's an encryption text daw. Sabi pa niya, minsan daw meron daw mag-a-appear ng mga pangalan dyan, pero hindi daw ibig sabihin, yun ay pangalan ng mga kandidato na binoto niya. Bahagi lang daw yun ng encryption text. Talaga ba? Ito yung mga sinabi ng ibang mga nag-comments ha. Sabi ng isa nating kababayan, as a programmer and web developer, I'd like to understand the technical reasoning for displaying candidates' names within the encrypted QR code after a vote is cast, even when those names don't represent the voter's actual choice. What purpose does this serve? Tingnan mo yan. Pati mga programmers, kino-question na itong pamamaraan nyo ng pagbibigay ng QR code or ballot ID kung bakit nagdi-display siya ng ibang pangalan. May nag-agree din sa comment, sabi niya, I saw the screenshot. It's not a script. It's a JSON format. I think it's the one sent to the server. It means he is lying. Meron man nagsabi dito, sabi niya, it's not encrypted. The code that appeared is a raw code, JSON. Error mismo ng website. Encrypted text should not be readable as well. Wala nang first name, last name. Why is that the encrypted text still has the names? Don't lie, sir. Go get a better developer. Here's the thing, hindi ako programmer. I am an engineer. Pero meron akong pamamaraan to verify kung nagsisinungaling siya o hindi. We have AI. Might as well gamitin natin to our advantage at alamin natin kung totoo ba talaga itong pinagsasabi ng Comelec, no? O pinagloloko lang nila tayo. Ginamit ko si ChatGPT to help us at maging advantage naman natin mga botante para hindi tayo maloko, no? So sinabi ko, ChatGPT, please assume the role of an expert programmer. Hindi siya nagdalawang isip, sumagot agad siya. Got it. I am an expert now. What would you like to help me with or you with? O, di ba? Sabi ko, nag-upload ako ng isang screenshot na in-upload ng ating concerned citizen na si Jefferson about sa kanyang boto. Sabi ko, can you tell me what is that code or text inside the box highlighted in the green? Sabi niya, ito. The green highlighted box on the screen says, your ballot ID, blah, blah, blah. This message confirms that the specific ballot ID has been found in the voting system. Itong alphanumeric string na ito is a unique identifier, likely representing a submitted vote. Ito pa yung dagdag niya. Below is the message. Is a JSON-like data block showing detailed metadata about the vote or the candidate and info, party, affiliations, election events, and so on. Pero di ba sabi nung nagsalita sa Comelec, hindi daw yun na pangalan ng actual na binoto niya? Oo, kasi part ng daw yun ng encryption text. Ha? Pero bakit ngayon sinasabi na ang JSON-like data ay nagpapakita ng actual, detailed metadata ng taong binoto ng botante? So sinabi ko kay ChatGPT, this is a ballot ID of a casted vote via online voting. Does that mean the JSON-like data you mentioned is showing the candidates being voted? Sabi niya, yes, exactly. You're spot on. Oo, basahin nyo. The JSON-like data you're seeing there is a structured representation of the vote contents, meaning it's highly or likely showing the candidates that were selected using that ballot ID. Tapos nagbigay pa siya ng rason bakit sigurado siyang yun talaga dapat yung laman ng text na yan or ng code na yan. At inanalyze pa ni ChatGPT yung text. Ito yung sinabi niya, the block contains fields like, something like this. These details match how online voting platforms serialize and store vote selections. Since nag-claim ang COMELEC, sabi niya, ito daw ay isang encryption. Nagtanong ako ngayon kay ChatGPT, is this an encryption? Sabi niya, great question. And the short answer is not really encryption, but more like structured vote metadata, possibly part of a database, object, or serialized JSON used internally by the voting system. Hindi po siya encryption, mga calls. The visible data in the screenshot is not encrypted. You can read plain text like Soto Tito, an example of the uploaded screenshot na binigay ko sa kanya. This means the data is in clear text, JSON, or something close to it, meant for internal processing. Ibig sabihin, we can use this for displaying or verifying ballot selections. So dapat ang ipapakita doon ay yung actual mong binoto. Kasi sabi ni ChatGPT, ang totoong encryption should be like this. Dapat hindi siya readable. Random looking strings at hindi mo siya mababasa. Pero bakit may mga words na mababasa mo tulad ng pangalan at apelyido ng mga kandidato? Why it's visible? Kasi hindi nga siya encryption. Diba? So ngayon matalino talaga si ChatGPT, nagsuggest siya. If you're building, testing, or auditing a system like this, I can help you check whether it's following best practices like ballot secrecy, data anonymization, cryptographic integrity proofs. Sabi ko, please proceed. At sumagot si ChatGPT. Sabi niya, vote representation and storage are like this. So ibig sabihin, hindi po yan encryption. ChatGPT is proving that this is a JSON-like structure display. Hindi po siya encryption. This suggests that the system stores as structured JSON objects with plain identifiers. Ibig sabihin, nababasa ng tao. Oo. Ang encrypted, hindi po nababasa. Sabi niya, only the system with a private key can decrypt votes. Even insiders can see how someone voted. Di ba? Can't see how someone voted kung talagang encrypted siya. But this case, hindi siya encrypted. Dapat ganito daw yung encryption. Tapos nagsuggest pa si ChatGPT, sabi niya, dapat para merong integrity yung online voting, dapat merong ganito. End-to-end verifiability, voters gets a receipt, voter can later verify their vote in the final tally, but can't prove to others how they voted. So para to prevent vote buying. Diba? Zero knowledge proofs. The system proves it handled your vote correctly without revealing the contents. Ito na yung pamamaraan to ensure transparency but with integrity yung ating online voting. So yung conclusion ni ChatGPT, yes, it looks like this vote was stored in plain text, structured format, not encryption. No, it does not appear encrypted. This may be okay if the system has other protections in place like server-side access controls. Hindi natin alam kung anong ginagamit ng COMELEC, but it's not ideal for a fully secure and private voting platforms. Ngayon, Kos, ito yung pinaka-red flag sa lahat. Ito yung pinaka-problema. Sabi ko, this concerned voter is claiming that the displayed candidate names on the raw vote data after scanning the QR code for clicking the ballot ID are not the same names the voter casted. What's happening if that's the case? Alam mo sagot ni ChatGPT, that's a serious red flag. If the raw vote data retrieved by clicking the ballot ID or scanning the QR code shows different candidates, that's the one voter actually selected, then something may be going wrong at one or more critical points in the voting process. Let's break it down technically. Ito yung mga pinagsasabi ni ChatGPT. Number 1 at pinaka-obvious sa lahat, front-end mismatch or UI tampering. The votes cast on the front-end, browser, mobile app, is not the same data sent to the server. This could happen due to malicious esquemedo. Anong ibig sabihin nito, calls? Say for example, nag-click ka dyan ng pangalan. Say for example, sabihin natin na pangalan ni Bato. And then clinic mo yung box dyan para iboboto mo si Bato. Ibig daw sabihin, ang clinic mo, pangalan nga ni Bato yung sa tabi, pero yung clinic mo is not Bato. A different person. Kaya yung pangalan na napunta sa server is a different person. Different name ng candidate. So yan daw yung posibleng nangyari, sabi niya. Sabi pa niya, pwede daw prone sa back-end tampering or malfunctions itong ginagawa ng COMELEC, di ba? The correct vote may have been submitted but the server modified or stored a different one. Number 3, yung QR code or ballot ID points to the wrong vote. If the QR code or ballot ID doesn't uniquely and securely identify the voter's only encrypted vote, it may pull up someone else's vote. And lastly, ito, basahin nyo na lang. But to keep it short, sabi niya, the vote integrity is compromised. Ballot secrecy may also be at risk in this kind of system na online voting ang meron sila. And lastly, baka sabihan niyo ako na uto-uto sa AI. At least nagtanong ako, how confident are you with all your answers? Give me percentage. Sabi ni ChatGPT, I'd say I'm 95% confident, no? In the accuracy and technical soundness of my answers based on the following. Basahin nyo na lang. Kung gusto nyo maging 100% yung pagkatama ni ChatGPT, we can provide more information. So, calls, bakit ko ginagawa to? Because I'm a Filipino. I am a concerned citizen. Hindi pwedeng hayaan lang natin na niloloko tayo harap-harapan. No? If you're an expert in this field, if you're a programmer, kung meron kang point of view, meron kang idea na makakaambag sa discussion, go ahead and put that in the comment section. Walang problema. If there are errors or something wrong about sa discussion na nabanggit ko or sa mga sagot ni ChatGPT that needs some clarifications or verifications, go ahead and put that in the comment section. You are most welcome. Pag-usapan po natin yan kasi dapat meron tayong alam at dapat tayong nakikialam. Lalong-lalo na sa ginagawa ngayon ng COMELEC. Ang ating hinaharap, the future of this country, ay depende sa magiging resulta ng eleksyon 2025. Tara, calls, kape.